Martin Celebrity Roast, coming to you from the MGM Grand Hotel in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, from the beautiful Ziegfeld Room, tonight's star-studded roast has brought together some of the world's greatest entertainers. They've come from all over the world to be here tonight, here in Las Vegas, in person.
Your roastmaster, Dean Martin. And tonight's very special man of the week, Hugh Hefner.
Beautiful. It's really an honor for me to be on the dais. It's an honor because I'm usually under the dais. Hugh's a real success. He has Playboy clubs all over the country, and you got to give the guy a lot of credit. Actually, he started out with only 2 bunnies. But you know how bunnies multiply. Now, Hugh is really an American success story. Yes, as a boy, he picked himself out of the gutter. Unfortunately, he left his mind there. I tell you, this guy really leads a swinging life. I was up to his mansion once, and I saw his bedroom. He gets so much action, he's got the only waterbed with white caps. There's been a lot said and written about Hugh, but I'll tell you one thing. I've been in his company many times, and Hugh's as American as apple pie, and about as thrilling. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Billy Baxter, a comedian who comes to us from England. Billy Baxter.
Thank you very much, thank you. And it's a pleasure to be honoring this remarkable gentleman, ladies and gentlemen. This afternoon I was watching television and I happened to see the movie Patton. And it occurred to me that General Patton and the entire 7th Army never saw the action that this gentleman has seen. When his magazine first came out in England, it was a little racy for us, you know, at that particular time. The first issue, they put a zipper on the flyleaf. I always remember the centerfold. It was Miss February, a very voluptuous young lady, and we were rather confused because we always thought February only had 28. Mr. Hefner said, why did you come to America in the first place? Actually, it's an interesting story. England's getting a little strange, you know. They passed a law recently making homosexuality legal. And it was such a success, I thought they were going to make it compulsory. He also asked me a very strange question. He said, did you celebrate the 4th of July in England this year? Which, of course, we don't celebrate the 4th of July in England, sir. You know, we lost an entire country. There's nothing to celebrate. Actually, we could never have won the war in the first place when you think of it for many reasons. I think, number one, we were overdressed. Little red velvet jackets, knickers, white stockings. I mean, when you look like that, you don't want to fight anybody, do you? You want to dance with them, you know. And then we carry that band around with us, you know. Bum-bum-bum. You can't go to war with a band. How can you have a surprise attack? You got a bunch of fellas 4 miles ahead playing When the Saints Go Marching In. You know? It's ridiculous. After 4 days, the enemy was shouting out for requests. And you knew how to behave when you won a victory because you used psychology. We didn't, you see. Every time we had a victory, we'd celebrate with tea and biscuits. You'd celebrate with booze and broads. Now, if you're a soldier, what's going to make you fight harder? Knowing if you win, you're going to get tea and biscuits or booze and broads. Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, right now I'd like to introduce Mr. Howard Cosell. Howard's been my friend for a long time, and there are many reasons for that, mostly bad luck. You won't believe this, but at birth, Howard weighed 12 pounds. His tongue weighed 9. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. The man you see every Monday night on National League football. The man with the AstroTurf toupee, Mr. Howard Cosell.
Ladies and gentlemen, an extraordinary moment for all of us, especially for Dino, to have had the thrill of introducing me in his utterly Yogi Berra way. I'll tell you this, Yogi Berra couldn't have done it better, Dean. You are an utterly amazing man. He's really something. Here's a man that never had the benefit of a grammar school, high school, or college education, but through his own initiative and determination, managed most successfully to remain stupid. On the other side of the coin, it's always a pleasure to attend the testimonial for a man who has made a major contribution to the society. And someday I may have that pleasure. I've got to tell you what I do admire about Hugh through all of the years. The body. Look at it. So taut, so tight, so tense, so lithe, so supple, so agile, so mobile, capable of every movement in the chronicle of the male sex. Many people in this country have been misled. They remember the centerfold, the classic one, in Cosmopolitan magazine, where they thought they were seeing Burt Reynolds. Only the face was Burt's, the body was Hugh's. In Hugh Hefner, we have the honor tonight to be honoring, to be roasting the biggest nothing I have ever known. Hugh, we are very proud to be here with you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Audrey Meadows.
Thank you. It is my honor tonight to make a presentation to Hugh Hefner on behalf of all the women of America. You know, women have always thought that there was something obscene about their bodies. And it took Hugh Hefner to show them exactly what it was. Now, a lot of people criticize Hugh for filling his magazine with photos of nude women, but actually he only does it for humanitarian reasons. He likes to give girls who can't afford clothes a job. Now, the women's liberation movement claims that Hugh portrays females solely as sex objects. They say he presents a totally false picture of what a woman is. Well, that's poppycock. Hugh shows women as they really exist in the mind of every red-blooded American pervert. Hugh, the women of America wish to thank you. Now, for 20 years, you've glorified our bodies through the art of photography. So tonight, we would like to return the favor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jackie Gale.
Dean, I'd like to say you've come a long way from Steubenville when you thought kung fu was an Italian curse word. And I don't understand how they could have a roast for a man like this. I mean, the man is nice. I worked for this man for years in the Playboy clubs. I worked there so many years, I started to recognize the bunnies by their faces. And he's kind to these girls. This man is kind. You never see an old bunny because he retires them to a bunny home in Hawthorne, Nevada. That's right. He has this home for these girls. This wonderful man, where he gives them hot chicken soup and shows them color slides of big tippers out of the past. That's right. I know a girl who wanted to be a bunny, but unfortunately, it meant something to her, but she didn't have the measurements. So she went to see a doctor about silicone. But that's right, she couldn't afford it, so she had putty. That's right. This girl was a 42 long. And you've got people here, you've got Tom Hall is here, this country singer. I know what I've been working in those country towns, Tom. I've been in those towns, baby, eating them grits. You people eat grits? It looks like, he knows what grits is. You know what grits is? It looks like farina dipped in cement. That's right, the more you eat, the more it multiplies. Dick Martin, it's good to see you, Dick. Smiling like usual. Stop bugging Dean to team up. He don't eat a pot. I love Dick Martin. He's got a smile. It looks like he's got 2 sets of uppers and 2 sets of lowers. That's right. If you and Dom DeLuise ever do a show together, you'll blind 8 states. Jeez, I got some good stuff here tonight. I didn't think it was going to be this good, Dean. It looked shaky to me, but I took a shot with it. Joey Bishop. It's an effort for you to come out, Joey. He sits by the phone waiting for Johnny Carson to get sick. And, of course, Howard Cosell, the eloquent Howard. 40 million people listen to you, Howard. 40 million people listen to this man on a Monday night announce a football game. Unfortunately, it's not the same game they're playing on the field. I never heard anybody announce a game like that in my life. And this man was a lawyer. And what a lawyer this man was. A big day for him was repossessing a Hudson. This great lawyer, this man took a traffic ticket, had it reduced to second-degree manslaughter. And I want to say something, Hef. I don't care what these people say about you. You're okay in my magazine. And I just have a little thing for you, for me. It's a sentimental thing because I think a lot of you. You've had fame, you've had fortune, and you've had girls galore. But I know when you reach your final hours, you'll still be yelling, "Get me more! Get me more! Get me more!" Thank you.
Good boy, good boy. Now I'd like you to meet my old pal and neighbor, a real funny man, Mr. Dick Martin. I've known him a long time, and I'm happy to say that I helped make Dick what he is today, a wino. But Dick is no dummy. He is one of the only 2 men in America who knows which one is Roan and which one is Martin. Here he is, my buddy, Mr. Dick Martin.
Hugh Hefner is a man who found out at an early age that life begins at 40, 26, 36. You know, usually the recipient of a tribute like this is awarded a scroll or a plaque or something in recognition of the contribution. Now, you may think I'm fumphing, but not really. That's timing. That's timing. But instead of a you notice how I keep it going? But a lot of your friends here at the dais and other people have contributed gifts to you, Hugh, that'll add to the decor of your home in Holmby Hills. As a matter of fact, the first one in the stairway. You know the stairway there? You know it. You live there, right? It's a set of stained glass windows depicting the scenes from the life of Saul Mineo. The unlisted and private phone number of Regis Philbin.
Joey Bishop is here tonight, and I'm just going to give him his usual introduction. Johnny couldn't be here tonight. So filling in for him is Mr. Joey Bishop.
I want to tell you how thrilled I am to be here at these auditions. Hugh Hefner came to visit me earlier, and he dropped an address. This is you. And you left this in the dressing room, and I ran to give it back to you. I want to make sure it was yours. This is your little address book. You got 350 names in here, and they're all guys. Let us take inventory of what we're doing here tonight. This is very, very important to me. Now, there are some great publishers, some great men. We're all here paying tribute to a smut peddler. They said, come do B. Martin show, we'll honor you. I thought they meant me. They meant you. This ding-a-ling sitting over there. I don't even know this man. They give me my word of honor. I met him once, right, at the Playboy Club, right? Jackie Gale was the star. And they said to me, you'll come and you'll honor him. Okay, I said, all right. Once in Chicago, I was working in a little place called the Vine Gardens. And it was a big thrill for me because they didn't have any marquee, nothing. They had a black wall, and they wrote my name in Banami. And I was headlining. And here's the payoff. The night I opened, it rained, so there was no name there. And I said, okay, be my pleasure. You were kind enough then, unknown as I was, you said to me, I want you to come to my home. Do you remember that? You remember? Okay, if you could just stay awake a few more minutes. I think we'll have it licked. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Huh? Mm. Do you remember me going to your home in Chicago, in the Playboy Club? Yes. And you had two cooks, a Chinese cook and a Jewish cook. And you have not lived until you've had Jewish-Chinese heartburn. Could you please tell me what is it you're looking forward to in life? You're kidding. With Toady Fields? I just want to sum all of this up by saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you're familiar with the roast, you know we only rib someone we're very, very proud and happy to know. All the things you hear about Hugh Hefner are not true. The boozing with the bras and all, it's not. If they were, you have my word of honor, they would have thrown him out of the Communist Party years ago. Now,
ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor, our man of the week, Mr. Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner!
Well, I want to thank you, Dean. And this is an evening that I'll never forget, though I'm certainly going to try. It's really a kind of a special treat when you come to a roast where the host is already fried. But I do want to thank everybody connected with this, for me, rather special evening. Thank you, Joey, Dick, Jackie, Billy, Audrey, Loretta, Tom, and, of course, humble Howard. The original Deep Throat. But all kidding aside, it's been a ball. And I never really realized it was possible to have as much fun sitting up. Thank you, and good night.
Well, that's our show for tonight. And I want to thank all my wonderful guests and you. It was indeed a pleasure honoring you this evening. It was an honor well deserved. I wish you the best, and if you phone Frank Sinatra, he'll tell you who they are. Good night, everybody. I'm on my way home, Catherine. Warm up the hot chocolate.